parents, the opera was successful in captivating your hearts and delivering the message that if we have faith in our dreams, they surely come true.
Now, we present before you our next item, Little Dimpled Me, in which our little St. Marians will sing, and for a while they'll take us back to our childhood, singing and swaying to the beat of How Do You Like to Be a Baby Girl?
Distinguished guests and dear parents, we regret to inform you that due to an emergency, our chief guest, Dr. Roshan Jacob, DM, Kanpur City, has to leave early. I take this opportunity to invite our chief guest, Dr. Roshan Jacob, IAS officer, to please come up and address the gathering.
The CEO who is present here as guest, my probationer Deepa, the management and teachers of this institution, all those proud parents who are watching their children on stage, and dear children. I was also relishing every moment of the time I spent here and seeing all these very beautiful little women performing. And I should say hats off to all those teachers and sisters who have trained them, because I can imagine how difficult it must be to get kids of that age to perform all in synchrony. So they deserve a lot of applause too. St. Mary's, I think, is one of the oldest institutions of Kanpur, and 1889, I believe, or 99. So dedicated to the cause of girls' education. And I think trying to help our young girls, our little women, grow up into proud, dignified women, people of strength and courage, that is a collective responsibility. And anybody, any person, any individual, any group, any institution which does that deserves a lot of respect and applause. All these children that we saw on stage today, I'm sure that tomorrow they are all going to grow up into very proud young women and do their bit to the service of this nation. Now when you think, what can you tell young children? Actually nothing. Like Wordsworth said, child is the father of man. If anything, we have to learn from them. because as we grew up and as we acquired our education, we got our degree, we got jobs, good jobs, but then we also lost a lot that these children have. Their simplicity, their innocence, that affection that they have for each other, that team spirit, we win or lose together, ability that reaching out with a helping hand to your friend, how they cry when they leave school, how they cry for each other. All those things somehow we have lost along the way. So I think it is actually not we who should be telling them anything, we should be learning from them. And if we can absorb a few of those values and bring them back into our lives, then we can definitely make this place a much better place to live in. If you ask me what is the goal of education, I would just say two things. One, I think God has made each of us very unique. And it's only in a factory that you get 100 or 1 lakh made of the same type. Every creation of God is unique. Each of us has something which nobody else has. And I think the real aim of education is to help us discover what is unique in us and to enrich it, to do justice to that. And that is the only way we can achieve self-realization. Whatever is that USP in us, it is that which needs to be nourished and that which makes us what we are. And tomorrow, it is on the basis of that we are going to give back to society. So when parents always talk of this administrative service or becoming a doctor, engineer and all that, totally appreciate it. But then I feel if your child has a talent for dance, for singing, never let that die out. For painting, even for research, anything. I mean, she's interested in flying to the stars, then so be it. Because for the sake of achieving something which society considers good, we should not kill what God has given to that child and that child alone. So that is one thing. And second, I believe the second goal of education, I think, is to make our children aware of what lies beyond our boundary. To never let their thoughts be restricted by these walls. Because in these institutions, I also studied an institution like this, surrounded by very loving teachers and friends. So, but then we tend to feel very secure, very warm, very comforted in that environment. But we also, as we grow up, we also need to grow up in our awareness of what lies outside. So to be aware of people who are less fortunate and to reach out to them with some amount of, I will not say compassion, but empathy. To transform those lives, to touch and transform them in whatever way we can. And I believe I can even describe education as just pouring oil into lamps. And tomorrow when the lamp is lit, then they will give light to others' lives. How to bring some change in the lives of people around us, our lesser fortunate neighbor. And I'm sure that this institution, a very hallowed one and a very reputed institution of Kanpur, and I know that you are fulfilling both these objectives. You are nourishing your children and bringing out the best in them, and at the same time, you are teaching them to reach out with kindness and sensitivity to the world outside. So I know that this institution will, as the so many years that have gone behind, a century and more, so it will cross another century and write more glorious chapters into its history. So thanks to the management for calling me over. I enjoyed this evening and wish all the very best to our girls on stage. Wish them all a very, very bright future. And once again, 3 cheers for their parents and their teachers.